So, a common thing that leaders hear and deal with is you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what it's like being in my shoes. And I want to kind of give a testimony of where I was some years back versus where I am now. I want to just start out by saying there is peace and there is hope for your situation. Years ago, my older two kids were very young, and I was dealing with a situation, and I had a lot of anxiety. Um, I was depressed. I was going through a lot, but I didn't have people surrounding me that I could talk to about this. At the time, I did have a pastoral figure in my life, and I tried to talk to them, but the things that I was going through just wasn't understood in the Christian community. So some of these things began to affect me health-wise. And I had went to the doctor about some symptoms that I was having, and they said, you need to be put on an antidepressant. And I was like, what? And like the reality of that really hit home. And so as I went home that day, I started driving home. I had the prescription in hand, and some kind of reality hit me. It was obviously the Holy Spirit and what His plan was for me in my life. The reality of that hit me, yet I didn't know what that meant at the time. But I came to myself and I pulled over on the side of the road and I said, God, this is not how I want my life to be. This is not my portion. This is not, I don't want to live on medications. I don't want a medication to help me feel good. And I ripped up the prescription and I said, God, I know that you're going to heal me. And He did just that. Now, years later, this did creep back in and it came back worse. And I didn't see it. It was just at the point to where I just made fun of it. I went to this conference one night, and it's actually a Karen Wheaton conference. And I was there, I was listening to her message, and she began to talk about some of the things that she had been through in her life. She spoke about Psalm 91, being in the shelter of the Almighty. And when you're in that shelter of the Almighty, you don't care about the things of the world. You don't care about the things that you can't control. You just rest in that place. And so I prayed the prayer that she led us in, and I asked God to deliver me. It did not have to be some kind of dramatic deliverance that a lot of people think things have to look like these days, but it was prayer, deliverance, and walking in it. First Peter reminds us to cast your anxieties on Him. He cares for you.